Mikal, I don't know what the fuck he's doing on that court. He looks lost every time he plays. I want him gone. I want my picks back. He looks awful.
Yo, clap it up for Sean Marks, man. Clap it up for Sean Marks. This guy is a legend.
The only ones that I am pleased with are Jalen Brunson, Cat, but Tyler sent the stat in the chat saying that Cat is the worst defensive player right now in basketball, which I kind of agree with.
Unfortunately, it's true. The fact that opponents are shooting 14% better when Cat is guarding the rim.
I will say somebody that has picked it up recently and is proving us wrong, and his contract is OG Anunoby. He looks phenomenal. His past 3 games, he's averaging like 25 points a game. They did a segment on him in the game before yesterday. His defense has got significantly better since he started. So I'm happy for him because we need him, and his money speaks otherwise.
I think he's honest. In my opinion, he's the only Knicks player I can't criticize. He still makes too much money, but he's the only one that's actually not playing bad because you're seeing a lot of. I mean, Brunson's been insanely inefficient this year. Cat offensively, he's a juggernaut. I mean, you see like points per 100 possession when he's on the court is up by like almost +9.
Wow.
But if you look on the other side, you're giving up so much on the defensive end because he just is not good. And this is why I told you the other day, Rudy Gobert deserves credit because Cat looked like a defensive stalwart in Minnesota, but Rudy did a lot of that.
I think Rudy Gobert is just a Mitchell Robinson that stays healthy. And I think when Mitchell Robinson,
that is a crazy
when
thing.
Mitchell Robinson gets back, when he's healthy, I think this team is going to take a huge leap. Not because Mitchell Robinson is doing anything like big time rebounds, big time points, but simply because he's going to step into that defensive Rudy Gobert rim protector type of role, and that's going to be huge for the New York Knicks. Okay, because their offense is already, I mean, it's not clicking, but it's like
they have the
Cat's out there.
They have the 3rd ranked offense in the NBA.
Well, there you go. It's clicking then.
But they're ranked bottom in pace and they're ranked bottom in defense. They're not good at all on the defensive end.
We need a bench.
And that's the problem. They have no depth, obviously. But with Cat and Mikal specifically, the whole defensive mindset you're getting is just
terrible.
It's not there.
What's up with that?
Mikal Bridges is just not a good defender. He's just not a good defender anymore.
I'm still not convinced. I think he is, but he just is not locked in on defense no more.
This is the second team he's been on now.
I think Mikal has an inflated view of himself now, where it's like, oh, I'm an NBA star player now. I don't have to play defense.
I think when you have 6 first-round picks attached to your name, it kind of bothers you a little bit.
And he was also traded for Kevin Durant. So
he probably thinks he's, that guy.
Well, I don't know if he thinks.
He has to be reminded, you're not that guy, bro.
I don't know if he thinks
play defense.
I don't know if he thinks he's that guy. It's just like it's a lot of pressure to be under based on those circumstances. Because if you look at the situation in Phoenix, where you obviously have Chris Paul, Devin Booker are your offensive guys. Chris Paul's your playmaker. Devin Booker's your scorer. You have like Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton was that was when DeAndre Ayton was playing really good basketball, and he was really the anchor defensively for that team. It allowed Mikal Bridges to not really have to do much and guard the best, non-big man offensively. He goes to Brooklyn. We had Claxton at the time, who was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and Mikal Bridges did not look good defensively. And you're seeing it now. OG Anunoby could easily be a DPOY candidate. He's just not playing good. So I think since he left Phoenix, Mikal Bridges has been figured out. And I don't think he's the player that we all thought he was, myself included, because I thought he was going to be a lot better than this. But with him and Cat on the defensive end, it's really scary because it's like it's one thing to struggle, but when you're league worst in defensive field goal percentage and when you're league worst in defending at the rim, that's bad. For a team that you traded a combined 7 first-round picks for both of them, that's not good.
I think you guys are fine. I think
I wouldn't be surprised if they flip Mikal on Hart at the deadline. I would not be surprised.
Mikal, I don't think Mikal will
highly
get
doubt
traded.
they're going to do that. That's going to look so bad on the front office.
Josh Hart's going to wind up getting traded because I think the Knicks know. I just don't think his body's going to be surviving by the time it gets to the playoffs. And he makes too much money anyways. He makes almost $20 million.
True. Yeah. But there's no way they're flipping Mikal.
No, there's
no way.
You can't.
They already invested so much into him,
6
so they
first-round
have
picks, and you give up 5 months into the process.
that. You're
That's
just admitting
awful.
you were wrong in doing
Exactly.
that. So you have to follow through
The
with
two-
Mikal Bridges, and I think.
But you also, as a GM, take accountability for when you make mistakes. And
Yeah,
that's
but
why
that's
you move on.
that's an
from it.
overreaction.
Can I tell you what Mikal's issue is? Mikal's issue is that he thinks he's that guy. I'm telling you right now, he really thinks that because got traded for Kevin Durant, right? They flipped him for Kevin Durant. Now the Knicks went out and they spent 5 first-round picks on him. So he thinks he's of a very high status, very high value, and this affects how he plays.
So then explain, Cam Johnson was flipped for KD and got a bag. Why is Cam Johnson performing way better than he is?
Because Cam Johnson's playing. First of all, Cam Johnson's playing on a team that has no expectations, and he has nobody has that high expectations for
Yeah, but he
Cam
got
Johnson.
a
So there is
bag.
less pressure.
I mean,
He has a bag.
he's signed a $110 million contract.
He has a bag.
No, but here's my point. I'm trying to make about Mikal. He's stepped out of his original role. Mikal is at his best when he's playing as a role player. He's not meant to be that guy where you put all the pressure on to perform good.
But
he's not the guy that carries the load of the team.
But
It's not him.
This is the problem. This is the role the Knicks have him in. This is why Brunson and Caddy are 2 offensive options. Mikal Bridges is supposed to be the role player on this team.
No. They got him to be a star player on the team.
No, I would think once they got Cat,
once they got
went
Cat,
away.
that should have been telling enough that it wasn't.
So then what's his issue when you watch the games?
He just does
What do you see?
Mikal
Defensively, he's awful.
Mikal Bridges just seems morally checked out because he never wanted to leave Phoenix, was visibly upset leaving Phoenix in the first place, had just an incredible 2 months with us the first time around, and then as soon as the struggle started, he just gave up. And the same thing this year. He just does not look comfortable. I personally think he's been playing hurt for the past 2 years, and he doesn't want to give the streak up. But there's no excuse for the way he's playing. But
I would say if they didn't acquire Cat, I would agree with you.